Jana Rissa here. Today's video topic is about breaking stigma in mental health. So what is mental health? The World Health Organization defines mental health as a state of well-being that enables a person to cope with the stresses of life, realities of things happening, and learn and work well. So with such a basic definition of mental health, it's kind of funny that mental health awareness and things that center around mental health and discussions around it are so stigmatized in today's society. Like, a lot of people don't want to talk about when they struggle with their mental health, or they don't want to go and see a mental health professional like a psychologist, psychiatrist, or counselor because they are afraid of how they'll be viewed in society. And mental health, everybody deals with it. Everybody has ups and downs, and it's perfectly normal to go and seek help. So some tips to eliminate stigma, or at least reduce stigma around mental health, is number one, start having the conversations. When you're around friends and family or in professional settings, it is perfectly okay to start a conversation about mental health and how things that you all are navigating and doing is impacting your overall health and well-being, and you being more open to conversing about it may invite others to do the same. Another thing to do is educate yourself and the people around you. One of the biggest ways that stigma grows out of control is misinformation, and people being misinformed causes a downward spiral and a snowball effect of more people being misinformed because they're getting information that is incorrect. When you educate yourself, you're more likely to be able to educate other people and reduce the spread of misinformation. So ensuring that you have correct information that you've actually researched before talking about it to other people will help with that. One example of that is assuming that someone who is depressed can just snap out of it and get over it, or because their life seems to look fine to you from the outside looking in, that they should just get over it, is misinformation. And we need to learn more about what we're talking about before we tell somebody what to do with their mental health. Educating yourself and other people about mental health can help change perceptions of those who are suffering from mental health illnesses or just struggling with their mental health in general. It doesn't always have to be a mental health illness that has a negative impact on us as we navigate the world. Using more positive, inclusive language can help individuals who suffer from mental health illnesses to feel more comfortable with being themselves and talking to other people and seeking help. A lot of times, if someone is having a hard time with their mental health and well-being, people automatically categorize them or deem them as crazy. And sometimes that can be really unfair, considering that if you were going through similar situations or you were struggling with a lot of things going on in your life and you're overwhelmed, your emotions and mental health could take a downward spiral as well. And so because you could possibly be in the same shoes as this person, it's better that you find other ways to talk to people and not label them and be more open to what's going on. It could be you. Promoting self-care as a regular practice. So taking care of yourself so that you are able to decompress and reduce some stress can help to improve mental health outcomes, as well as reduce some of the stigma. If we're all taking care of ourselves and encouraging others to do the same, it becomes more normalized and easy to talk about. Encourage seeking professional help. Like I said, there's absolutely nothing wrong with seeking help when you need it. There's nothing wrong with seeking help even if you don't need it. So if things feel like they are going really well, I still encourage people to talk to their therapist. There are ups and downs in my life, and I'm still consistently checking in with my therapist to talk things out, to decompress a little bit, be able to think through the various things that I'm making decisions about or just my day-to-day life, having someone who is not biased to listen to things that are going on and give me feedback on that. Therapists can sometimes give you perspectives that you haven't thought about, and because they are a non-biased perspective and not someone that you are around in your day-to-day life, they may be able to see things that you are too close to the situation to be able to see. And just being able to have someone to talk to is always a good strategy for improving your mental health outcomes. Another thing is encouraging more healthy mental health habits. So mindfulness practices, ways to decompress, journaling, things that help you to kind of escape from all of the hustle and bustle of your day-to-day, but allows you to process in a way that you're not being judged. You're able to eliminate some of the outside noise and just focus on the present. Mindfulness strategies, exercise, meditation, all of these things are healthy strategies to try out when you're attempting to improve your mental health and well-being and ultimately reduce stigma. Another thing to consider is promoting mental health resources. So if anyone is considering suicide, there's a suicide helpline. You could dial 988, things like that. Joining support groups to have someone to talk to who has experienced similar situations to you. Finding supportive friends, family members, taking advantage of various therapy platforms or mindfulness platforms. There are a variety of things out there to help to stabilize and improve your mental health and well-being. They're just out there for you to take advantage of. And if you're open and willing to taking advantage of them, they could be a true positive impact on your life. Breaking stigma for anything is an ongoing process, but especially with mental health, it's important to keep the conversation going and be conscious about how we are talking about mental health. Be open and consider taking advantage of resources that are out there, ensuring that we're approaching it from a healthy perspective and not just feeding into the stereotypes that are out there, but educating ourselves and ensuring that we are open-minded and working towards a common positive viewpoint of mental health and well-being will help to reduce stigma moving forward. Small action steps every day could help us to reduce stigma and change people's attitudes towards talking about mental health and well-being. So ensure that you're talking to the people in your life about mental health and how things are going to help work towards reducing stigma. What are some things that you've heard about mental health that have fed into stigma, and how are you overcoming that? Let me know down below in the comments. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.